Well, as we all know, on the top of my Springer right there, that one of the spacers was missing. The guy substituted it for this stupid bearing race thing. So I only have one, and it's aluminum. I found another one. I found this somewhere. I can't tell you where I found it. Alright, I found it at work. But I got two of them, and I was wondering if they would fit in the top spring, so I pulled one of the top springs out. And here it is. Fits like a charm. Don't got to machine it or nothing. The only thing I got to do is drill the hole and make it bigger, because that's like, oh god, 3/4 of an inch at least. This is like 1/4 of an inch. But what a nice fit. So I'm going to work on that. Drill that hole. Probably bring it to Bob's. Let him do it. Just one hole. We'll pop it in the lathe. Or Dad's house. I'm going to go get some Chevy Valve Guide Seals. Valve seals. Instead of these little, it's just a piece of rubber. I'm going to get the little ones with the clips around them to see if those fit here. So I'm going to bring a valve with me to AutoZone and see if I can get the nice Chevy ones, or maybe the umbrella ones, but the umbrella ones aren't going to fit. I don't think they're going to fit over that when I put the new guides in. Those are pretty big. If they do, they might hit the surrounding one there. So they look good though. Nice covers, huh? They're like 30 bucks. I think 35 bucks. How can you beat that? These are bolt-on. I have adapters and stuff for them, and they got some nice little metric Allen bolts that hold them on. I'm going to get them in stainless steel, so that should be nice. But doing a little bit today. Do what I can. All right, going to AutoZone. Got my heads back. They have brand new valve guides in them. Took the guy like friggin' half an hour. Dropped him off in the morning, picked him up that evening. He's like, you could have stood there and waited for him. They pressed right out. I was like, okay. Asked me if I want to put the valves in. I'm like, nah, I can handle that. I've wire brushed. I didn't wire brush this one. Wire brushed every spring here. All the keepers are in. The valves are back in. Wasn't too worried about lapping them. Every valve's going back in the same spot, and all I really did was wire brush the things. When it comes to the seats, we'll see. It'll either run or it won't, right? I told you, this is the lawnmower rebuild. This is a real quick one. They were, I did wash them off quite a few times to get the glass media out of them, but there really wasn't that much. So, you know, sink or swim. What do you do? This one's together. I have, instead of using the Volkswagen one, I used the 80, I believe it's 89 up. Monte Carlo, Camaro, any Chevy V8, the little plastic umbrella seals, because the only thing Volkswagen uses is these stupid little wipers. These things right here. That's all they use. So I thought the umbrella seals would be a nice catch, and they fit over really nice, so we're using them. I'm going to wire brush that one and put these 4 in, if I don't lose the damn keepers. Well, I made the mistake of picking the blowgun up the other day and blowing the head off, and I blew all the keepers on the floor. That was a nice mad dash looking for pieces, but I have them all. They're all here. Here's the Velcro for the seals. I told you my spring's all set. I just got to get those drilled out. I believe it was 5/8 or 7/8. I'll measure it, like I said. But I'm going to put these 4 in, and for the most part, my head should be pretty much done, except for the rocker arms, which are sitting out here in a rag right now. I was just wiping them off. I did paint the intake silver. I want to paint the down runners in a high heat black. So we'll see how that goes. Having fun, and it's getting kind of dark out. Dear God, all the valves are back in. Of course, the last one is the worst because that stud's in the way, this is in the way, and the case is so close that it does a little marring effect right there, but no big deal. This one, same thing, a little scratch around the edge. But it's always the last valve is a pain in the ass to get in. But they're in. I have my copper 13mm nuts for the exhaust. They're in my little lawn chair here. Sweating like a pig. There's my crown nuts for the springs on the top of the bars. I got to do something with these. I'm going to clean them, powder coat them, paint them, what? But they got to be cleaned up. I got to drill those holes to, I believe it was 5/8 on those things. Where the hell did I put those? Love it when I put something down. I think they're in my pocket. They might be in my pocket. But it's pitch black out. I can see my GPS on, my van doors, my Jeep doors open. I've been out here for a few hours just finalizing these things. They're pretty much ready to go. I'm not going to paint them. I decided just going to leave them the way they are. I figured if they did the last 40 years in bare metal, why can't they do the next 40? Pretty heavy. They got to be about 23, 24, 25 pounds. Wish I had a scale. I got to get a scale sometime. But they are very, very clean. Let's say dishwasher clean. There isn't even a speck of dirt in there anymore. And I hand pick through every fin. If you see a funny mark, it's a porous spot in the aluminum. I did find a couple. There are no cracks between the valves, so pretty lucky with that. I did put the brand new plugs in because I figured I'm here, and if one of them doesn't go in and it's cross-threaded, now would be the time to fix it. 3 of them went in. One was a little bit of a fight, but it's not bad. I did put a little assembly lube on the threads and work them in gently, got them in flush, and then tighten them up. If I'm going to take them off, I might. I don't know. I might just leave them there. They won't hurt anybody. But they're going in just the way they are. I got 3 more jugs to clean up. Then I got to hone these things. The pistons are all dusty, sitting over here. Got to clean them off. This was like the last thing I did last year. But it's been a good night. Good to see these together, considering what they were. Globs of grease. This one says 81, this one says 62. Whether that means anything, I don't know, but they're identical. I can tell which one was my left and which one was my right because the number 1 jug, I believe, is the one that was stuck. I can always look back in the videos too. Those are pretty clean. Really clean. See a little bit of scarring right here. No big deal. I do have valve cover gaskets. They're right here. And they are cork. And they need to be straightened out. They go on here. And this one goes on here. I think I'll put the covers in, just set them on it to hold them down. Straighten them out a little bit. Kind of warpy here. Yep, there we go. Get the other cover. And kind of hard to do one hand, especially backwards one hand. That's nice how they fit under the covers. Put these nuts down for now. Oh yeah, I can feel they're flush. Flush. Let them straighten out. But that's it. I am going in. You have a good night, and thank you for watching. I still got a ton of goodies. Oh boy. Push rod tubes, spring loaded, like, I think that thing was $40.